my name is Chloe, and welcome to the start of part one of my Tis the Seasonathon vlog, and the first vlog of Vlogmas, like the first actual vlog of Vlogmas. So, today is Monday. It's like 3:45. Again, we have just had a crazy busy day, and so I'm just now getting on, but a lot has happened in my reading world. So if you watched the last vlog, I ended it kind of abruptly because we just had a crazy weekend. Like I can't say that over and over, except my kids are just like kind of tag teaming. Annie's about 6 months. Ainsley is 2.5. And between the two of them, they are both have different needs, but they always have needs. And so it's just very busy. Both are kind of going through like whiny growth spurts or something. I don't know what's going on with my kids, but they're taking up a lot of time and energy. So I kind of wrapped it up quickly because I was in the middle of two things and I didn't get to finish them during the day yesterday. So I just told you I would talk about them at the beginning of this vlog. And so I'm going to talk about them really briefly because this is about Tis the Seasonathon and all the challenges and not about these old reads, but I still want to tell you about them. So the first one is this one, Eleanor Roosevelt, Fighter for Justice. And this one is basically, I think it's a middle grade, just like an overview of Eleanor Roosevelt's life, about how she started, like her childhood, what that was like for her, and then how she kind of became an activist and how like just what a bad woman she was. And I mean bad in the good words. Like she was an awesome lady who really fought for people. She was a true ally. She was just a wonderful fighter for justice. And I think I gave this like 4 stars or something for what it is. It's not the most riveting. It's like 160 pages. There's a lot of pictures in here, but I think this would be a really good introduction to Eleanor Roosevelt. For people to know. And like Jeremy did not know that like she married her cousin, and her life is just very interesting, the things she had going on, and then how in her time, like her time, she was born in the 1910s, 20s, I'm not sure exactly when, I can't remember, but she was doing this stuff in a time where women like didn't even have the right to vote for a lot of the time, you know, and so she really was progressive and awesome. So I finished that one, and then I also finished Stay With Me by Amy Happany, and I really like this one. I think I'll probably give it like 4 stars, probably. I haven't rated it yet or written my review, but this is about a woman who, she had a baby by a sperm donor because it just wasn't happening for her, and so she has this baby girl, and now the baby girl is like 12 or something, and she gets hit by a car, and you guys, I do not cry in books. I am like heartless about things, and this one had me in tears, like pretty early in the book and multiple times throughout the book. So her daughter gets hit by the car, and then there's a subsequent story of not subsequent, it's at the same time, a concurrent story of a young girl who is suffering from liver disease. And so their paths cross, and it's just really sweet. There's a lot going on. It's really emotional. Like, this is the kind of book I really enjoy because it's a lot of mother-daughter relationships, a lot of really emotional topics. I love like medical dramas and things, and so this kind of has some of that, but it's a lot more relational than like the medical stuff. But I loved this, and Amy Happany does not get enough love. This is, in fact, blurbed by Kristen Hanna, compelling and thought-provoking, and it really does bring the thought of like what, well, I don't really want to get into too much. I think the back says a little bit too much, although it's not a thriller or anything, so it's not spoilery, but it's just, her daughter, she decides to donate her daughter's organs, and then she's dealing with kind of like the repercussions of that, and how do you deal with losing the most important person to you, and yet seeing parts of them live on. And I don't know, this was just very emotional, very good. I would highly recommend. So now on to actually Tis the Seasonathon. So I am picking up 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston, and I am so excited for this one. I put it in my TBR, I hauled it from the library, and every time I've talked about this, people have said it's so good. I have not heard a negative word, and I'm halfway through it, and I agree completely. So this is about a girl, she's 17, 18 years old, and she goes to this party and overhears her boyfriend saying that he wants to break up with her. And so she's like, all right, you don't have to do it. I'm out. And so she is done. And so she goes to her grandma's or something for Christmas. And her family members, there's a big family, and they all decide to set her up on 10 blind dates. So she can't know anything about who she's going on a date with. She just goes on these 10 blind dates. And the dates are so funny. Like, I would hate a blind date, but some of the stuff she does, I would really, really want to do. And it's festive, it's funny, it's sweet. I'm loving her family. Like, this is just so good. And this counts for a book I meant to get to last year. I think the prompt is actually a book I meant to get to this year and haven't, but I'm kind of stretching it. So this also counts for the same kind of prompt in the Create Your Own Holiday Adventure. In the holiday romance, there is either a second chance romance or a book you meant to get to last year. And so this book counts for both readathons, but this is going to be a Tis the Seasonathon focused one, and the other readathon will just kind of be bonus. So that's what I'm reading. Like I said, I'm about halfway through, and today I read like in the morning while I was getting ready and feeding Annie and that kind of stuff. And then, you guys, last night I didn't even, so part of the reason it was so abrupt too is because I have been batch filming for Vlogmas. And I didn't anticipate I ran into some storage issues on my computer, because if I can, I like to film on my computer just because it's the most convenient setup and it's easiest for me. So I like to film on my computer, so then all of the footage is on my computer. Well, so I clicked something and it like auto deleted some stuff, and it didn't delete any of my footage, but it deleted or changed a setting. So now everything that I import gets saved on iCloud instead of on my computer. And so then everything that was like in my video was no longer on the computer, so it said it was a missing file. So my last vlog too was like so long. It was an hour and 12 minutes or something like that. And so there was so much footage and like clips, like pictures of books or random like videos I had taken from my phone or anything like that, that then I had to hunt down and like download onto the computer so then it would appear in the vlog. And it was just a nightmare. And then, so like I recorded some stuff yesterday, and I don't know, unless I record directly in iMovie, it's all doing this missing file business. And so I have like 10 videos, and I don't know if any of them are good, so I'm freaking out a little, but wouldn't be Vlogmas if I wasn't freaking out. So there we are. So on that, like I kind of ended last time's vlog in a little bit of a like down spot, just because I think I'm on a little bit of like holiday mommy, all that kind of just like burnout, where it's like I just need a day of nothing. And I think like I'm doing 2 different Advent things for my daughter, which I'll insert a video of sometime in this, but I did a Christmas tree and then a bunch of ornaments from the Jesus Storybook Bible. And so they have a free printable curriculum on their website, and each day you read a story in the Jesus Storybook Bible and color in an ornament and put it on the tree. So that'll be really fun. And then on the 25th day, there will be, we'll put a star on top because it'll be Jesus' birthday. So that'll be really exciting. The other Advent thing that I am doing for her, or for us as a family, is a random acts of kindness / service chain. So I did a chain of 24 different things. And starting tomorrow on December 1st, we will pull one of the chains off, and they say all sorts of things. They are geared towards my 2-year-old, so some of them are as simple as like, give your sister a hug or something like that. But then I also have like donate food, donate to the animal shelter, and more like take treats to the neighbors, like more outing kind of things. And so we're going to try to do as much as we can safely. The only one that I think we have to like go purchase something is the animal shelter, some dog toys or something, because otherwise it's donate food, donate toys. I am going to try to do the need, read, want, wear thing for my daughter. So basically she gets 4 gifts, something she needs, something she wants, something she needs, something she'll read, something she wants, and something she'll wear. And so I think I'm going to try to do like those kind of 4 categories. And then I'm also going to make her every year give away at least 10 toys. And you guys, I'm talking like they can be little toys, whatever, but take them to Toys for Tots. And I may adjust that to be 5 or 4 or something to match, especially as she gets older and things get a little bit bigger. But like right now, we just have so much stuff. And I really, really, really want to teach her like the reason for the season, and not like my family is one where Christmas is done huge. Like there's tons of gifts. It's really just over the top, and things kind of start to lose their value when there's that much. And like, no, I know my parents watch this, like I love it, but I just really want to be smaller and simpler, especially we have 2 kids now. We would like more. If we have more kids, I just don't want to keep that up, and it's stressful and it's expensive. And so I really want to like start minimalistic Christmas and really focus on smaller things and service, I guess. And so that's my attempt. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. And so my point is, like, the reason this whole Thanksgiving weekend I think was just so much is because I'm trying to get those admin things done. I was trying to get as much pre-filming done. Like, it was just a really busy time. So I think it's about to calm down a little bit, and I won't be like such a boomer, like negative Nancy, like burnout lady. But I don't know. These kind of books are really, really helping. So now I'm going to go get Ainsley up and just kind of get through the rest of the day, you guys. Annie has been sleeping through the night still, which is great, but we have not like our routine used to be to put her down before Ainsley, which would be like 7:15, 7:30 for her. And so then if I do that, she is up at like 4 or 4:30. So she was up at 4 or 4:30 this morning, and I'm still waking up a time or two in the middle to pump because my body has not gotten the message since she did this so quickly. And so if we keep her up till after Ainsley, she sleeps till 5:30, which is when my alarm goes off normally. So we just need to keep her up, but it's just figuring out, kids are totally like, you figure out this stage and then they're on to the next. And so that's kind of what's going on. We're in a transition stage, and it's exhausting, but 'tis the season. Yay, yay, yay. Lots of happiness and joy and things going on. And, that's it. I will check in when I finish this or start something else or have more to say. Hey everyone, today is Tuesday and it's like 2 o'clock, and Ainsley's in here helping me because I filmed a video a little bit ago with some of her books, and so now she is putting them all on the bookshelf and being a super big helper. But today we started our Advent season, so we did our first random act of kindness / service was unloading the dishwasher. So Ainsley did it all by herself, and then she did the ornament on the Christmas tree, and you guys, she is just a rock star. So Advent season has begun, and we are so excited about it, and that is what's going on. So as far as reading goes, this morning, you guys, it's 40 something degrees, but we went on a walk with my dad, and it was so nice. Like, the sun is shining and it's not super windy. So I know some of my friends, like, either further south than us, are like, you were out walking in the 40s, and there weren't many people out. But for us, like I said, my threshold is below 40. Anything above that, we're going. So we bundled up, and it was the only way I could get Annie to nap all morning. So it worked. And just that fresh air, you guys, like, I think that's part of the reason, too, that this weekend was such a ho-hum weekend for me, is just not getting out. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But back to reading. I finished 10 Blind Dates last night, and it was so good. So is this an epic romance? No. Did I, like, cry? No. But is it so cute and so fun? Yes. So, like I said, this is about this girl named Sophie who goes to her grandparents for Christmas, and her family all sets her up on 10 blind dates. And so I love seeing her family, and her sister and her parents are not there because her sister is in the last bit of pregnancy, and she has preeclampsia, I think. I don't know if they ever say that on page, but she's got dangerously high blood pressure, and so she is bedridden. And so they're not there. And the relationship between Sophie and her sister was so sweet, and I loved it. And it added like the perfect amount of depth to this story without being too much. What's wrong? Okay. So I gave this 4 stars. It's not perfect, but I loved it. And overall, a really good YA holiday read if you are looking for that. So then I picked up The Noel Diary by Richard Paul Evans. And you guys know I'm a fan of Richard Paul Evans. These are small. And this is like a 4 or 5 hour audiobook that I have on Libby. So I started that, and this one is about this guy. I can't remember what his name is, but anyway, he was raised by an abusive mother, and then he gets a call that his mother has died. So then he has to go clean out her house, and I guess she had become a hoarder, and so it's quite the project. He meets this girl, and this girl is like there at the house saying, what's going on. Like she didn't know that his mother had died. She was looking for his mother because she thinks that they took in her young mother when she was pregnant at 17. I hope that makes sense. She was thinking that her mom lived with our main character's family right around the time she was born. And so they discover this diary from a woman named Noelle, and we get to learn a lot about both mothers, and our main characters are having a sweet romance, and it's very good. Not super Christmassy right now, and again, these are all kind of more emotional, not darker, but like our main character, he had a brother that died, and that's when his mom flipped from being like a healthy, functioning mom to this very abusive woman. And so we deal with that, and then we're just talking about a lot of different darker, heavier topics. I think heavy is a good word for these. They're heavy, but hopeful normally. So I'm almost done with this. Like I said, it's only like a 4 or 5 hour audiobook, so I may finish it here during nap time, but I don't know. As you could probably hear, it is time for nap time, so we are going to go read some stories, and I will check in later. Hey everyone, it is Wednesday at about 2:30, and this morning we went to the eye doctor. Ainsley had an appointment because she just, like when she gets tired, one of her eyes is like struggles to focus a little bit, and so I took her, and he said that is perfectly normal. We'll keep an eye on it, but it could just be like still developing. I don't know. So her vision is good, and she did really good on the tests, and like she is just a trooper in so many things, and she did really, really well. So I was pleasantly surprised. So that took like our whole morning. I thought no way it would be more than an hour because she's 2, but it took like an hour and a half. And part of it was a lot of waiting and that kind of stuff, but it took our whole morning. So we also did our Advent thing. So we read our story and did our ornament. And then our service or random acts of kindness today was to put smiley faces in people's mailboxes. So I know you're not supposed to put stuff in people's mailboxes, but I think a little piece of smiley paper, they'll be okay with it. I don't know. I like made that and then thought it through and was like, I don't know. So I printed some smiley faces and then wrote on the back, like, Merry Christmas, love, Ainsley, from our address. And we are going to deliver them hopefully after nap time, but I don't know. It depends. It is cold. It is cold, cold, cold. And I'm making soup tonight, which means it needs to simmer for a while. So it depends how late she naps. I also am going to go lay down because Jeremy is watching Annie because Annie is asleep. And so I'm going to go lay down. And so if we nap, we may just have to deliver them tomorrow. But I don't know. It's fun. She was really excited about like making people smile just with that little surprise. So that is everything as far as life goes. So as far as reading goes, I finished The Noel Diary last night by Richard Paul Evans, and I finished this like right before I went to bed, and I think I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. It was really good. So it's about Jacob and Rachel. Jacob lost his little brother when he was young, like I think less than 5 maybe. His little brother died. And his mom was never the same. His dad left and his mom became very, very abusive. And she kicked him out of the house when he was a teenager at some point. He was young. And he just kind of said like good riddance and made his own life. And now he has received notification that she's died and he needs to go back and clean out her house. So he goes looking for his dad as well as to clean out his mom's house. When he gets there, he meets Rachel. And Rachel has a connection to the family that the two of them don't know about, but they work together to kind of discover the connections, figure out what's going on. They find this diary from a woman named Noelle, and that helps them both discover a lot about themselves, their families, and their connection to each other. And so that is really, really fun. I thought this was a great balance between romance and like self-discovery. I would say the self-discovery part is definitely more prevalent. The romance is sort of secondary, and I like that quite a bit. And so this is very typical Richard Paul Evans tone, where it's a little heavier, but still kind of hopeful in a weird way. And I really enjoyed this. And after I finished the Noelle Diary, I picked up Jewel by Brett Lott. And this one was an Oprah's Book Club pick, and I think it was published in like 1992 or something. It's about a family who their sixth kid comes out, and she has Down syndrome. And so it's about the mother's relationship with the daughter and how it's viewed, the Down syndrome and the challenges that come with that. So I was reading this as for the prompt diverse because of dealing with a child with Down syndrome, but I DNF this like pretty quick because it's set in 1943, and so I think I understand the merit in having things be like culturally relevant and culturally accurate, but the amount of times the N-word was used in this book was disgusting. Like I just could, like, I get it. People may have said that, and they may have said it this often. I do not like hearing it over and over and over and over and over and over. Like I said, I think, yes, there's some benefit in being like culturally relevant for the time, but we got the point. You could have done it once, twice. We could have seen the nature of the family. We do not need to hear it over and over and over and over and over. And so I DNF this. I couldn't stomach it. Like it was repulsive to me, and I did not like it. And the font and stuff is also very small, and the tone was not, I wasn't loving it anyway. But then with that, I was like, I can't read like 350 pages of this. I'm not going to. So I set that down. So then I had to pick up something else for diverse, and I'm kind of copping out on this one, and I may come up with something else by the end of the week, but I decided to pick up Our Totally Ridiculous Made Up Holiday or Christmas Romance by Brittany C. Cherry. I think that's the title. It is a like 220 page novella. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and this is a Christmas book by Brittany C. Cherry, which you guys know I love. And so this is going to count for a diverse because Brittany C. Cherry is an author of color. So, like I said, kind of a cop out. I hope to find something better by the end of the week. But this was also on my Create Your Own Holiday Adventure TBR for a book on my wish list because I want to own all of Brittany C. Cherry's books. And so this is a book on my wish list and a diverse book. And this one is about two young people. He is an aspiring actor, and he's like, his whole family is lawyers, I think. And his dad is like, does not take him seriously and says he needs to get a real job and la-di-da-di-da. She, on the other hand, is from this uber famous family of actors. Well, she has this boyfriend named Richard who she thinks she's going to take home for Christmas, and it's all going to be hunky-dory and et cetera, et cetera. And she's kind of the black sheep of her family. And then Richard's like, oh, no, I'm actually proposing to somebody else. She finds the ring and thinks it's for her, and it's for somebody else. And so here she is left without a boyfriend to take home for the holidays. So she hires our main male actor, or our main male lead, to take him home for the holidays. And so I am really liking it. I'm like 75%, like I'm almost done because it's only 220 pages. It's pretty quick, and I'm loving it. But my only complaints are that I didn't feel the chemistry right at first. Like, of course, he is acting. He is wooing her. He's acting like even to her, like telling her how beautiful she is, which she is, I think. But he's really trying to woo her, and then like we get both perspectives, and so we know like his thoughts are like, this chick's crazy, and like, you know that it's not genuine at first. And so it's hard to like then find the point when it becomes genuine and really ship that. But it's happened. I mean, I'm 75% of the way done, and it has happened pretty seamlessly. And so I love this. I love seeing him interact with her family and her interact with her family, and together they are just like this kind of like power force of like, don't screw with me, because her family is not very kind to her. And so they just together are like, screw you guys, we're awesome. And so I'm loving it. And that's what I'm reading. So now, like I said, I'm going to go lay down for a little bit and then get up, make soup, maybe deliver smiley faces, and call it a night. Last night was the first night of Advent, kind of. I mean, it wasn't really, but the first night in December, I gave the girls their Christmas pajamas, and Annie, poor second child, just gets hand-me-down ones because Ainsley was super small and Annie is like average, and so she can fit into Ainsley's even though their birthdays are way different. But so she got those, and then Ainsley, I got her a nightgown that also came with like a matching one for her baby doll. And so you guys, that girl is crazy excited. And every night, maybe this is a mom hack, but I don't think so because it's not that inventive, but I have a closet full of Christmas kids books. And so this is her third Christmas, because she was not quite one, and then not quite two, and then now she's not quite three. And every Christmas I've used the same ones, and I read a new one every night. And so we are talking about these books, and she like is being an angel during bath time, and she's not always an angel, but it's only December 2nd, so it's only happened. We started that the day after Thanksgiving, but she has done so good with it, and so I'm loving that. And I saw one of my friends, this is such a tangent, but I saw one of my friends has a like container of books, and so she takes for each month, and so she takes all of their family's library of kids books and puts them into these 12 different containers, and every month she switches them out. And hers are very like themed, like this month is animals, this month is holidays, this month is this, that, or the other. But I think I might do that for our books, because we just have so many books. And Ainsley is so motivated by books that it's like, if I could have a secret stash and do that every month, we might have less behavior issues. So I don't know. I'm going to try it, I think. But that is everything. I will check in later. Everyone, I'm gonna try to film a clip before Annie wakes up. We just pulled in the driveway, so we'll see how it goes. But I have read a lot since we last talked. So I finished our Totally Ridiculous Made Up Christmas Romance by Brittany C. Cherry, and I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts other than what I've already shared. I thought it was good. It was really sweet, really cute, really fun, and they're definitely like college age, I think, but whatever. Really good. I would definitely recommend that. So then I picked up A Winter Dream by Richard Paul Evans, and I really like that too. I gave it 4 stars. So this is it's like a retelling of the story from the Bible, Joseph and his many colored coats. And so basically the premise is this guy is there's 12 boys and 1 girl, so a huge family, but his dad has it's one dad, multiple moms. And he and his brother are like the favorite of the dad, and the dad does not keep that a secret at all. So for that reason, all of his brothers don't love him, and they work together in an advertising company. And so his full brother does something, he embezzles, and so the other brothers tell our main character, hey, if you don't leave, just disappear, straight up disappear, then we're going to turn him into the authorities. If you leave, we won't. We'll keep him safe. And so this guy is somebody who will protect anybody at any cost. And so he says, okay, so he disappears without a trace, doesn't tell his dad anything. And he is his dad's pride and joy. And he just made this big break in the advertising world where his dad is the president of the company. And so his dad's it's a devastating loss for his dad. So
he goes and he just has a rough time. He's first sent to Chicago and then New York, and then it's just people are not kind to him. He just really has a rough time. I won't tell you what happens at the end, but if you know the story from the Bible, I think it definitely helps because it's less annoying. If you don't know the story, it may be kind of annoying, but I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. He does have a romance. He's about to get engaged to this girl before he leaves. It starts in Denver before he leaves Denver, and then he meets a girl at a diner, and it's really sweet. The romance is good. The like parable nature is good. It's really short, really great. I would highly recommend. So then I picked up The Gift by Nora Roberts, which is a collection of 3 short stories. And this is my prompt of cozy read. So I read the first one, which is called Home for Christmas, and I really liked it too. I haven't written my review, but I think I'll probably do like a 3.5. So this is a second chance romance about this couple. She lives in the town. He goes back and sees her, like they're like middle-aged now. I think she has a daughter that is like, I don't know, early teens, maybe a little younger than that. I don't know. And so it's just their second chance romance. It's Christmassy, it's sweet, and I really enjoyed that. So that fills all the prompts for Tis the Seasonathon. I did not get to In a Holidaze because I am still waiting for it from the library. It's gonna, like, it says 4 weeks, but I'm number 2 in line, so I don't think it'll be that long, but I know I won't get it done by this week. So it's only Thursday, but I think I'm going to end this vlog here and say that's a wrap on Tis the Seasonathon. I filled all the prompts. I feel really good about it. Like the Richard Paul Evans was like 200 and something pages. That Nora Roberts was like 80 pages. So it's really been novellas and things that are getting me through, but I feel like it's a win. So today, as far as life goes, we made pancakes, and they're green because they are Grinch pancakes, kind of, but I make them all year. They're banana, egg, peanut butter, some oats, and spinach, and we love them. So we do that. Made that, and then we went to the library, and like I just walked out and I'm like, I didn't vlog anything from the library. And it's like, if you didn't vlog it, did it happen? I don't even know. I seriously considered getting both kids back out of the car and going into the library just so I could vlog it, but I didn't. So I got a bunch of stuff. We took a full bag in, and I'm like, okay, great. We're gonna just pick up what I have on hold, and that's it. No kid, like the kids browsing, you have to make an appointment, and so I'm like, I'm not gonna do that, and so we'll just be quick and not have so many books at our house. Our bag is fuller than it was when we went there, so sort of overflowing. So we both got quite a few books. So now we're going to go in and feed Annie and read some of these books. And today's Advent chain was to pick up trash in the neighborhood. And so tomorrow is going to be a lot nicer weather than today because it is very chilly, very chilly today. So tomorrow it says it's going to get to be like 50 something. And so tomorrow I think we're going to do both yesterday and today's of putting smiley faces in the mailbox and picking up trash in the neighborhood, just because I think it's okay to wait for the nicer day. If it's not nicer tomorrow, we'll just do it anyway. We'll just bundle up and maybe wait until time Jeremy can keep Annie and do it that way. I don't know. But that has been our day. It's only like 11, but I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching, and I hope your month is going great. How did Tis the Seasonathon go for you? It's probably still going. I think I'm going to post this Saturday, so it'll probably still be going. So let me know how it's going for you, and we'll see you in the next one.